Hit on the ground to short. Brinkley. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In now, Michael Brinkley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Michael Brinkley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Riding in once again, Stephen Vogt. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is pulled into right. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Brooklyn Bridges the next to bat. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. To the left side. Brinkley loves it. And a fine play there up the middle. May have saved a run as the inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits. 1 error and a runner left stranded. We played 4 full. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Michael Brinkley. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. High in the air down the right field line. Chadwick sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Song.
Brian Song.
1-1-1.
Got on the ground is short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9.
So coming to the plate, Reggie Larson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Larson.
On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. But the damage is done as thanks to the... Coming to the plate now, Michael Brinkley.
Michael Brinkley.
Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Nice, nice. Take your outfielder.
Digging in, Stephen Vogt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. Brinkley is off of first with 2 away. This one's down to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Now batting, Brevik Valera. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into this game. Only down by 1. This leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Colorado Springs get their 30th win on the road so far this season. James Tumalo earned his 9th win of the year. Eddie Acevedo records the save. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show tonight. Guy Lanier, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, but it's well fouled.
Middle of my third week. Being in AAA.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, 2, here it comes. Grounded to the right. Song is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready now, Michael Brinkley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. At the plate, Michael Brinkley. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. The throw home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, way to swing the bat.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Every time.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in.
Every time I've been told to steal, I don't
The
try.
1-1 home. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Leading off the inning, Antoine Webster. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one.
Now at the plate, Breivik Valera. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, down by a couple of runs, you know that old slogan of blooping. Certainly use that right now.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Brinkley. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Started that swing a bit too early. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
High in the air into shallow left center. He makes the catch, and they come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish. Now on your... Now at the plate, Michael Brinkley. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Michael Brinkley.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chadwick has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance. Charles Chadwick. He drew a walk his first time up. Morales aboard here at first with nobody out. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Brinkley comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
So stepping in, Stephen Vogt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. This is popped up. Song over to his right. He's got it one away. Stepping up now, Ji-Man Choi.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. What a way to get it out. Two gone now. That was exceptional. At the plate, Christian Bethancourt. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Christian Bethancourt.
The 3-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Chadwick moves over. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So no runs on a hit here, no errors. So striding in, Michael Brinkley. He singled his last time up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So here now is the pitcher, Carlo Morales. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Stepping into the box, Bernardo Munoz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Shot weakly to the left. Brinkley charged. And that's the second out. Ready to take his hacks again, Brian Song, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Ready for another shot now, Breivik Valera. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Down towards short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game.
With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Welcome to MLB The Show, and this digging in, Dusty Coleman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Out towards second. Sogard ranging to his right. A step on the bag for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Michael Brinkley, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is... Now at the plate, Michael Brinkley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Liner towards second, and that finds some outfield grass. Hits a base hit.
Nice rip.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Third baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Felipe Molina. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Popped up. Crespo over to his left. He's got it 1 away. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brian Saito. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. That's a strike to throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
Standing in, Michael Brinkley. He singled his last time up.
Michael Brinkley.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Swung over, it wasn't really.
Liner toward right center. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. And he'll make it back to first as the throw won't get him.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And he is out. It's digging in once again, Michael Brinkley. First pitch of the at-bat. To short, hit hard, scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Ryan Braun. Take a snapshot of that. MLB The Show. Into the box now, Michael Brinkley. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Michael Brinkley.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone!
See you later.
Solo shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Standing in, Michael Brinkley. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth. So digging in now, Michael Brinkley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground is short. This could be two. Reined in. There's one on to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended. Rocky Gale the next to dig in. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-2. Gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Minor League Baseball. Now at the plate, Franchy Cordero, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club for. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Brinkley. In yesterday's game, he was responsible for the only run driven in by his club. Sent on the ground out to second. Welch comes up with it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Stepping into the box, Michael Brinkley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Settling in now, Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And there are two away now. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Stepping in, Michael Brinkley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Michael Brinkley. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the tying run is aboard here in the ninth.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Hernan Perez.
Let's go, on the ground at first. Can this be two? The second for one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. And that'll bring up Franchy Cordero. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1, here it comes. This is popped up. Brinkley is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. At the plate, John Welch. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order. Hard hit ball to short. There's Sogard for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Into the box now, Michael Brinkley. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Hey, way to square that up. Nice hit, nice hit.
Nice to see this guy stay within himself and get a base hit to start off the bottom of the 11th right here. Usually guys try and come outside their pay grade. The case here, pass the baton mentality. Let's see if he scratches one across.
And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Torres camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2. On to first, the double play. No runs on a hit. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Have me go forward.
I thought he pitched.
And fucking insane.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes. So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Brinkley, and he'll be one to watch out for in this one. Very good numbers in recent games. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs.
The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Digging in now, Stephen Vogt, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here's a little chopper to the right side. Rodriguez ranges to his left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Digging in, Carlos Chavez. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-1 home. Smoked on the ground. Here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Chacin comes set, looking for the strikeout. 0-2. Now a ball grounded. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Now to the plate, Michael Brinkley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Braun stands at second with no outs.
You can stream to YouTube.
Popped him up. Rodriguez has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Michael Lyles. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 2-1. To short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Digging in the switch hitter, Michael Brinkley, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Rizzolo on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half.
Now batting, third baseman, Johnny Leone.
It's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. Striding into the box, Michael Brinkley. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Robinette is after it, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys at the home.